Hi butterflies, welcome back to Evolving Butterfly Goddess with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes here on the channel. It is always appreciated. And a major shout out to all the channel members as well as the members over on my website. Thank you for your continued support. And a major shout out to everyone who has purchased from my tea and my Kindle company. Thank you, thank you, thank you, or any of my books off of Amazon. So we are getting into, my loves, this is the grandmother ancestor message. I ain't gonna lie, because as soon as I put on this nightgown, I started feeling grandmama energy. You hear me? And then I sat down and all of a sudden it started raining. And it made me think about rainy days. And then I'm thinking of the OJs when we cry. Doom doo doom 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 doom. Last night, me and my woman, we cried together. We're not the only people in the world who go through ups and downs. All we gotta do is talk and we can work it out. I'm getting this energy because, baby, this is a moo that I got from my granny. And it gives me this energy of it don't take a lot to get through some things, okay? If you got somebody who got you jumping through hoops and you gotta walk through a ring of fire, you gotta do 8-figure eights, you gotta do a round off, a split, a couple toe touches before they even pick up the phone for you to talk through a difficult moment. That's not something 222 on the time that you're supposed to be working through, baby. That's something that you may just want, because they want you to prove yourself. You know what I'm saying? And there's a difference between apologies and forgiveness and wanting someone to have to prove themselves to you. Because now it's a power thing. Now this person knows they have power in their hands to either forgive you and give you mercy or move on. It's giving this vibe of all, you know, I don't know. It's giving this energy of either you is or you ain't. Either you gonna accept the apology or you ain't. But we ain't gotta turn into the power plays and hold these things over people's heads or over their head for what they did. Either you gonna forgive them and let them back in or not. Because as soon as all those power plays and stuff start going into motion, it's ego in the house, okay? It's ego in the house. It ain't got nothing to do with love. It ain't got nothing to do with growth. It ain't got nothing to do with moving forward. And I can guarantee you now, somebody who had a lot of ego before they accepted your apology, they still ain't forgave it. They still ain't accepted it. They gonna keep throwing it up in the future. They gonna keep throwing it in your face in the future. So ain't nothing really gonna change from it. I'm telling you that now. So if you have somebody around you right now that got you wanting to jump through hoops for you to, you know what I'm saying, to be forgiven for something that you did that was literally like a small thing. Like, I ain't saying like, oh, you done went out and cheated, you know, had a whole baby and did X, Y, and Z. Now, I'm sorry. Now, I know a lot of the old grandmamas kept them, you know, but this new and reprived grandma energy and what they learned, if they know what they know, you know what I'm saying, ain't no going back. You can work through and fix certain things. But this grandma energy that I'm getting, this ain't no fences type of grandmama, okay? We ain't raising babies that was created outside of this home. Unless you just authentically really want to do that. But for the sake of just keeping your man? And we know them men don't do the same thing. A woman go out and get pregnant by another man, that man gone with the quickness, okay? So it's giving us vibes of ladies. I don't know, I'm getting this energy of like, it could be either way, but like what I'm feeling is like this guy trying to force their mate to do these things, to jump through the hoops for their forgiveness. But when the shoe is on the other foot, when it's them, they want you to just forgive them like this. They want you to act like it never happened. And I'm just feeling this energy of something that's full of a lot of unforgiveness, and no one trusts each other. And if you can't trust each other and you can't forgive each other for real, and what that really means, then why even be together? Is what this is saying. This is some tough love coming through. But don't let anyone into your space or your home or your intimate 555 on the time that you don't trust. That you got to always look out the side of your eye at. If you got to do that, you don't need to have that person around you. If you got to fear that this person going to do something to you and against you, you don't need to be around that person. You got the Hermit. So somebody got to get away from a situation. Look at out in the middle of a field with his lantern, meditating on his own, away. So maybe you need to just have some time away and on your own to really figure out next steps of what you want to do with this relationship, situation, shit, whatever it is, okay? To really get an idea of like, is this what I want? Is this what's good for me, or is it not? Because sometimes we can be in the midst of something for so long that we don't understand what things would be like without it, or if it wasn't in your life at this time. And this is giving a vibe of needing to take a step away to really just get an idea of, is this something that you really want to partake in further or not? I have a lot of guys who are listening to this. Like, there's a lot of guys who are listening to this right now, and they're like, no, it's the other way around. Like, she making me, you know, jump through all the hoops. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if there's not a real solution at the end of all of this, it's a waste of time. And the solution is, what are we going to do to move forward? What can we do to not end up here again? If someone is not trying to be on that space and they're just working through this ego or this sense of having control over a situation, that's not healthy. So this is giving some healthy time apart to really analyze and get to the heart of what really matters, what is really valued at this time, or what should be valued at this time. Because some of the things that have been being valued most likely probably shouldn't be being valued, because it's not bringing anything of substance. What's the advice with the Hermit? You have the 8 of Wands, but it's in the reverse. So taking something slow, taking something slower than expected. I'm hearing Janet Jackson, let's wait a while before it's too late. Let's wait a while before we go too far. Yeah, someone needs to see if something is really right for them. So I'm getting this vibe of taking a step back. And so this gives the energy of, you know how they say you never really know a person until you see them mad, or until y'all have y'all first disagreement. This is true. You need to know how a person handles being upset. You need to know how a person handles when they're mad. You need to know how a person handles when things don't go their way. You need to know how a person handles when they lose something, okay? And this is giving a vibe of needing to take a step back to look at a situation to see if this is something that you can do long term, or if you can be with them long term. Because the reality is like, I'm not about to waste my time or my energy in a space that is not going to be beneficial. You get what I'm saying? And that's what this is giving. There's something I think that you should know. It's not that I should have been responded. This could even be someone who you were thinking about like getting engaged to, or like spending your life with, or signing a long-standing contract with, okay? And now you're kind of just thinking about like rethinking this, you know? Like I said, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be signing for a house or something and realizing that this house got all these issues. How does this person handle fixing the issues? How do they handle the communication? Like, all of this is going into the same space. Like, before you make any type of commitment or decision moving forward, you have to make sure that it's a healthy situation for you. All right, any more advice? The Two of Coins. But it was in the reverse. So it's giving this vibe of no longer juggling or taking on extra responsibilities or another person's responsibilities, or trying to make sense for another person. They have their own brain. They have their own mind. They have their own mouth. They can speak up. They can speak up. And if you're going to do any type of problem solving or working through a difficult moment, all parties involved going to have to be involved. The Empress, the Justice. What's behind here? And the Three of Baskets. It's going to take a group effort for these changes to happen. And you're going to have to know how to be on the same page. You're going to have to know how to listen to each other. You know, and a lot of people don't want to listen to other people. They want to be the top dog. They want to be the one who holds all the cards or has the control in a situation. But this is giving the energy of being open-minded, okay? And then the Justice is finding an equal balance. And you notice on the Justice card, one side got to work a little extra harder to lift it up. You hear me? So some type of justice is going to have to be made, some type of compromise. But I'm getting on your end, it's not you. Like, someone is going to have to accept that they messed up something. Going to have to apologize. And on your end, you know, if it's you holding this over another person's head, handle it properly, okay? But if this is someone holding something else over your head, the advice is to listen, but know your worth. Let's get the last piece of advice. Know your worth. Hear it, be open-minded, but as soon as it sounds like some BS, it's a no, dog. It's a no. It's a no. So the advice, Father of Wands. I'm hearing finding new ways to utilize like creating a new plan. So if you had a plan for something to go a particular way, your advice is to create a new plan. Look at something differently, okay? Because this is a whole recyclable chart up here of how you're going to turn this natural resource into like a healthy space, or just the cycle of life in general, teaching it to other people. So your advice in this situation is to see all sides to the story and identify what can be salvaged and what cannot be salvaged, and do what's best for you. Do what's best for you, Pooh. Grandmother, any parting wisdom? Keep your head up. Keep your head up. I am watching over you. And you are not crazy. You're going to be able to solve this. You're going to be able to get through this. Just always know your worth and then add text. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do, period. I love you all. And as always, continue to bloom, my loves. I'll see y'all later.